Hello, and welcome to my baby stream. It is I, Ellie, aka Cube Noob. But you may be thinking, Cube Noob doesn't have toe beans like that. Who is that? It's Winnie. So the reason I'm not doing face cam today is my allergies are going insane. So like my voice might sound a little different too, but I basically just didn't want to show all of the mess that's happening at the moment. And it honestly works out because today is PCB day, so we're gonna be working on creating a custom firmware for a PCB just from scratch, which I'm excited about. It's honestly, whenever I start like QMK firmware, when I first start I get really excited to like make those folders or whatever. It's kind of dumb but cool. But yeah, Winnie is actually looking, she wants to be on camera today. I know on Keep Noobs on Deck she was raging, but today she's a little more calm. So she's gonna be my stand-in today. But yeah, how are you guys all doing? Sultan of Sleep, we got Turtle Cat. Blind Assassin is feeding his cats. What are you all up to? Okay, let me pull up my GitHub. Okay. So personally I use well let me pull up my repos. Okay, so basically when you're creating like a QMK firmware or whatever, doing a repaired USB cable you busted. Oh cool! I've not been I'm kind of like scared of cables, not gonna lie. I'm not very good at wires, so it always like intimidates me when it comes to cables. So I'm just gonna update my master branch on my fork. So to work on like QMK stuff, if you go to the QMK repo and you have a GitHub account, you'll create a fork of the repo. And what this will do is it creates your own like personal repo that you can mess around with and make changes to, and then when you're ready to merge it back into main QMK, you can submit a pull request. So this is my repo, and to start I'm just going to create a new branch. I'm going to call it the garbage bag. So this is up in our GitHub repo. And now I use a program called SourceTree because it's free to manage my GitHub stuff, or my Git stuff. You can do this from the command line as well, but I'm very lazy. So oops, go to QMK. Ah dang it, let me commit all this stuff first. But basically, like on your local machine, you're gonna want to pull down your branch from your QMK fork. Let me commit all of these files. I made a bunch of changes to the Baka 70. So they changed the the controller that the Baka 70 is using, so I had to do a little redo. Hello, Stella. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so here is our source tree. I'm gonna fetch down our stuff from the repo, and we're gonna go to remotes, origin, which is our GitHub, and then I will check out the garbage bag branch. Winnie is gonna be standing in for us today, for me today, because my allergies are like going insane. But also, she owes me because she wasn't on stream on the other day. Okay, so we got our branch now set up, so I can close this. And let's close this. So what I use for to deal with like QMK stuff is this QMK MSys. This is like, I don't know exactly how to describe this, but I think it's basically like it's like their terminal with their settings and stuff good to go. So if you go to like QMK to like their stuff, because their docs, I'm not gonna lie, their documentation is really bad. Or it's just not user friendly. Because yeah, like they ask you like set up your QMK environment. Here, so it's right in this part where it says prepare your build environment. You can download the QMK MSys or whatever. And this will like, it's basically like a bash terminal that lets you like do QMK stuff. So you don't have to like install all the dependencies on your own and do all that crap. So it makes it a lot easier. So I'm gonna go into the folder where I have my QMK repository. Oh, I'm done. I didn't actually go to that folder, I just listed all the files in that folder. Okay. So now, if we go, we should see like, this is all of the files in the QMK folder. So we're gonna create a new keyboard. So if we go to the docs, I always forget which page it's on. Yeah, they made one. That's what I'm saying is like, if you were to first be doing the setting up your environment, this is real easy to overlook from just from like a page organization setting, like, or perspective. Like if I'm looking at like things to do, I just say, oh, run QMK setup. Like this is the first thing I'm gonna look at. This is not intuitive for a user. Okay, so what do I need to do? Oh, we're creating a new keyboard in. So I think it's like, I always forget. Okay. And honestly, Reddit ends up becoming like the one. I got MSys to do something and I don't think it worked out for me. Yeah, right, like it's very confusing. But yeah, the QMK one though is like, it's pretty, once I got it set up, it was a lot easier. But yeah, setting it up on your own is like such pain. I had to do it on my Mac and I was like, this is stupid. Okay, so we're gonna go QMK, new keyboard, and then put the folder name that we want to do. So I'm gonna do keybnoob garbage bag. Oops. Maybe that's not right. Okay, so this keyboard. Oh, new keyboard here. Oh, maybe I need to do something else. No, I think that's right. I always forget. But basically, like, once you get the command right, it'll show like a Oh, maybe we, okay, let's try this. QMK new dash keyboard. There we go. So then it says generating a new QMK keyboard directory. It asks you the keyboard name, so I'm gonna put QNoob garbage bag. QNoob. Oh, they ask you what the layout is now. I'm gonna do 51. And then they ask you too what the MCU is. Oh, this is new. They didn't used to ask you this. They would just ask you like AVR or ARM and then leave you. We're gonna have it at Mega 32U4. So that's number 12. Sick. Okay. So if we open our editor now, it should have a new keyboard. Dang, we're moving up in the world. Let me close all stuff. Right? It looks way more streamlined now. It used to be like struggle. Okay, so there should be a QMK folder here, and here's garbage bag. So this is what comes inside of the folder when you create a new keyboard. You'll have your rules.mk, which this will house like our settings for turning on and off different stuff. Our readme, this will be where we put like information about the keyboard, screenshots of like the layout, stuff like that. What's up, trades? We got info.json. Oh wow, they changed this a lot. So this is this file is what handles the QMK configurator. So like when you go to like configurator, that's how the info.json file is how it shows up here. How did Trades know I was a nerd? Trades is all knowing. If you're not aware, he's the hacker, so he will hack you. And then the config.h file, this is where, oh wow, they changed this too. This is where you will add all of the information about your keyboard and like the different options that you you'll also put like the name of the keyboard. You'll define like the pins of like what goes where. This is like all the configuration settings. And then in the keymaps folder, we'll have a keymap that's linked up to our thing. This is crazy. They totally changed this. Because it used to have a bunch of other stuff. That's interesting. So it seems like they kind of want you to do it more on your own now. They also changed the license thingy. Okay, so to start, let's open up our schematic. So if you remember, this is our garbage bag PCB. So this is a replacement PCB for the garbage truck keyboard. So I ended up updating it. I ended up changing this part a little bit. So I moved the position of this rotary encoder and the USB port. Because there was I was concerned with like the positioning relative to the PCB, and so what I did was I outlined like this area using the Gorthage truck, which is a ortho variant of the garbage truck, because I have access to those files. So I created like a little map here to like show me where the positioning was, and then I just adjusted it slightly. So I'm gonna need to move this dial though. Okay. So what this looks like when we do 3D viewer looks like this. And then we had added the silk screen onto our PCB. Bro, my allergies are so bad today. I took a COVID test because I was scared. But it's just my allergies are terrible. So yeah, this is what the PCB looks like. So we don't really need this part of our files today. We'll mostly be working from the schematic. What the freak? Okay, there it goes. I was like, what the? La la la. Okay, so let me close this and then let's open up our schematic view. So this is what we need for today. So our schematic contains all of the like information about our PCB and like all of its components and how they're hooked up together. So the main things we're going to be looking at today is this area, which is our microcontroller, and then this part, which is our switch matrix. So each one of these squares represents an individual switch on the keyboard, and then they're connected by rows and columns, which are like our traces. So yeah, so like a keyboard matrix is kind of like in like Battleship, where you do like F5 or B2 or whatever. The rows would be like the letters and the columns would be like the numbers in Battleship scenario. So based on where you are hitting, what key you're hitting in the matrix, the microcontroller will detect the column and row that you're accessing, and then yeah. So we're basically gonna be defining like what are our rows and columns, and how does everything like hook up together. So something we might do first, actually, well, let me look if I already made a KLE for the garbage truck. Oh, garbage bag. Here we go. Okay. Let me, I'm gonna copy paste this. Or actually, this is fine. So this shows like our different layout options for the garbage bag. I low-key forgot the bottom row options. But what we're gonna do is set this up to work with VIA, and this will also help us with our QMK stuff too. Well, should we do that first, or should we do? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just clearing those out, and then if we take a look at like our matrix here, sorry, my allergies are like really bad. Okay, so if we go on here, you can see that this first row of switches, like tab through, this is all a single row. So we're gonna represent that by 0 and a comma, So here it'll be the row, and then the column will be listed as the second number. So this first one is going to be position 0, 0. And then this would be like 0, 1, and etc. So that's coming from column 0, row 0. And then this one would be column 1, row 0. So the first part is mostly just labeling out like what are the row and columns that are assigned to each key. And then we'll use this for VIA because VIA uses the JSON data from like a KLE. When he's giving you some stretches. I like PCB streams because I probably wouldn't learn these things myself, but it's fun to learn them. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy them because this is like work that I normally do in my free time. So I'm like, if I can share what I'm doing with other people and it helps them, then that makes me feel good. Okay, so we got our first row, and same thing with so these switches represent the number pad. That's the same thing. So these would be row 0. So then this one would be row 1. This would be 2, etc. This one is also 2, I think. And then this would be row 3. We'll get into the alternate switch options after, but for now we're just gonna do like our matrix as is. Okay. So from here we can then label off our switches. I think for the most part it's just 1 through 15 or 0 through 15. So with coding stuff, everything usually starts at 0 instead of 1. So just be aware. Damn. So the first 3 rows it's just like this. Just in order. So we'll just do that. Can't see it. So yeah, same thing with these ones too. Forgot it was movie night. Oh, nice. Have fun with the movie. Don't fall asleep. The PCBs are too relaxing, you know. Okay, so then when we get to the spacebar row, it looks like our 7U spacebar. Oh, these are the 2.75 and the 2.25. So the 2.75 space is actually in column 3. And then the 2.25 space is in column 6. So I'm just gonna label this one off. But I think I probably did that because it was easier physically to get the traces to this column. And then our keys on the right start again at column 8. So I'll change this. Oh, oops, no, these will be 7. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, when I first started learning this, it was so confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what the heck is happening? But now I feel like I have a pretty good handle on it. Is a certain package gonna make an appearance tonight? I mean, it could. I'm gonna build it on Monday. Should I open it tonight though? I'm not opposed. I haven't even opened the box yet. I was just like, keep it a surprise. Okay, so the enter key is row 11. This one is 11, and then the left key is 11. Open it? Okay. Let me get the box. I don't have... Let me set up my top... Well, I'll use the Winnie cam. No. Let me use the top down. I just gotta move my stuff. My desk is a mess too. I was reassembling Rubber Ducky's fruit bar last night. And I lubed the switches. Oh my gosh. My allergies are so bad. Ugh. Dang. Also, if you're on the East Coast, learned that a certain Pew Pew convention is Sunday. Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. Yeah, that you definitely don't want to be around there. Especially not right now. That was freaking great, dude. Okay, let me plug in my camera. Oh, actually, speaking of meetups, Cannon Keys is having a meetup in August. I'm gonna try and go. We were gonna be putting together a meetup as well, but I'm not sure of the date yet. But it won't be the same weekend. But that'll be the Cannon Keys one is in Rhode Island. So if I go, I'm gonna I convinced my brother to go since he's over there on the East Coast. Okay. We're gonna do the unboxing for the real one who watch even the PCB streams, you know? Made the meet not knowing that. Yeah, no, definitely. How would you know, you know? It's not like you're in those circles. Or are you? This week on Keep Noobs on Deck. Okay, let me pull up, hopefully my thing works. Oh wait, no, that's not it. Okay. There you go. You found out because the news mentioned it? Oh, dang. That actually happened to me one time because Joe Biden was here randomly, like down the street from my house. So I didn't know about it until the news mentioned it. And I was like, no wonder they're closing the street. Winnie wants the unboxing because she wants the box. Okay, I pulled off my address. Alright. So this is my keyboard. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I would avoid that at all costs. So since y'all are the true loyal ones who are here even on PCB day, you get to get the unboxing experience. Can we just take a moment to freaking appreciate the tape? This freaking tape is so cute. I know, I feel bad cutting it. #1 loyal fan. Oh, cute. So it comes with stickers. And I love this emote, it's so cute. Ban blind. Galumba is here! Galumba, I was gonna ask you if you were going to the Long Beach meetup. It's happening in July? These are so cute! Yay, I have a BA sticker now. I didn't have any before. I can put it on my little mat. Crate Splatter, you should make a sticker too so I can put it on my soldering mat. Yeah, it's in LA County technically, yeah. It's at El Dorado Park. So it comes with a little daughter board with a blind assassin symbol on it. Ooh. I've been meaning to get stickers, but I just don't know what to put for the sticker. Like, would it just be my logo? I feel like Winnie would be an amazing sticker, but her essence is hard to capture. I was also thinking of maybe reaching out to the person who made my badges and like get like some Grumpy Winnie badge stickers would be fun in the kind of like 8-bit style avatar without the background. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll have to ask. Susan got me that new one, that new picture for my birthday. Ooh, look at her. My baby stream's over. Hey, thanks, Trav. Sorry, I missed your stream earlier because the nap got me. Oh, not the Keep Hut one. There's another one. It's called Keep Life. Do you know when the Keep Hut one is and who's running it? Because I had never heard of them before. But I joined their Discord. I creep around in Discords frequently. This one is from Keep Life. Let me pull up the link. They were having issues with like the ticket website, but I know they're working on it. Yeah, I had kind of like a interesting day today. Oh, you just found it on the... Yeah, no, I did the same thing. So Keep Life is like another Discord. Let me see if I can find an invite. Here. So this is the Keep Life one. Oh, wait. What the heck is that? Going to get some food if you need a... Yeah, Keeps on Deck will probably be next week, but I'll let you know. But yeah, Keep Life is the ones... Wait a minute, there's a baby bottle in my room. Whoops. Keep Life is the one where it's like that Discord where they tried to like, instead of having a million streamer servers, they tried to like create a unified Keep streamer server that you could do your pings in. I was never invited because we're too baby for that, but it's okay. Because I really like my Discord. I like the people in my Discord. Oh, this is fancy. Okay, so this is like a bag. When he hears the popping, and she's like, Look at her trying to clean herself with that stand. That's the like I need to clean, but I'm not getting up move. It's like the adhesive is too strong. I don't like ripping things. Alright. So, from what I remember, this board has, it does, it has a E-black brass plate, which I'm pretty excited about. Ooh. Ooh, this is nice. So it's a black plate, but it's brass, so it has the weight of like a heavier plate. Okay, let me wrap this up. Because I think I ordered like an extra plate and PCB. Blind will never send me anything. Well, I sent Blind money, so that's part of it. I think I got it on this board before we actually really like talked. Yeah. Because, okay, BA, this is, unironically, this board was the first keyboard that like, because before this board, I hadn't really gotten in on a ton of like keyboard group buys, because I was still in like artisan land. But this was like the first keyboard I got, or I saw that like gave me like artisan feelings. And I was like, this is the one. And then this is the PCB. No decimal. Galumba. Alright. And this is the Stirka PCB. This is cool. I really like the matte black finish. Stirka. What kind of chip you got? Look at her. She's cute. So we got the JST connector we'll use there. So yeah, I got a couple PCBs. Since we are in the US, that is just bad formatting for $500. Galumba's trying to pull tricks on you. Alright. Oh my gosh, this board is so heavy. Ugh. So it comes in a nice like thingy. I'm gonna have to get a bigger carrying case. This thing is huge. So like Smolka is about the size of a 60%. This thing is giant. Have you seen those sites that use a common instead of a decimal? It seriously confuses me. Should have been the Stirka and had an iron on it. Oh yeah. Dude, the thing is heavy. Uh-oh. I clicked on something. I just noticed today the sun has been staying out longer, which I'm not a huge fan of. Bro, this keyboard, dude, dang, this piano is sick, bro. Oh my gosh, look at this. You want to see it, Whitney? You want to see the keyboard? She has blessed it. You want to cuddle? You need a little baby cuddle? What you need, girl? I got you. Yeah, so this is the first keyboard that like gave me feelings. She did step on it. She blessed it. Ugh. But yeah, look at this. Sorry, my like sweaty paws are all over it. Woo! Oh, that seems heavy. So wait, is the back piece also the E-brass? The E-black brass? Dang, this board looks sick. BA. I'm gonna be flexing on everybody. Honestly, the wine is definitely the way to go with the black. I love it. I'm in love with it. You like your Uncle BA's keyboard? She stepped on it again. Oh my gosh, she loves it. You love it. You're cute. It looks great. Winnie loves it too. Is she gonna lay down? She's never done this in like a long time. Oh my gosh. Whitney loves this keyboard. It is Winnie approved. She just blessed it with her pudge, dude. Is it baby approved? Is he awake or he's sleeping? Okay, mom's gonna go grab him. Also today, he looks like visually larger, like more mature today. Like his legs are growing longer. And I was like, I felt like I was like, did you lose weight? Because he looks like a different cat. Oh, he's awake. I can hear him. Aww. You wanna come see the keyboard, baby? I instantiate this. So this is little baby cat. Do you like the keyboard? He has triangle tail. It's the best thing in the world. Do you like the keyboard? Everyone's been calling him Crust. Yeah, he's standing really good. Look at you. Baby's big steps.
Everybody's calling him what?
Crusty. I have suspicions that he might be a long hair cat. Because his hair is getting longer and longer. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, come here. Stop wiggling. You're so baby. Oh. He's too wiggly though. Say hi everybody. I don't want to force him. He touched it. Oh, he's going on there. He blessed it. The paw. He's blessing it. You did it. Oh. Come here, baby. You're so cute. He doesn't really like being on his stomach, but
He used to being on his back.
how long to I know, right? He's not at that level yet. He hasn't had the attitude yet. He's still trying to figure out how to walk. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Rufio? 0.315 seconds of belly rubs, then instant death. Exactly. The belly is usually a trap, but right now for him it's not. Winnie, it's usually not a trap either. But yeah, my keyboard has been blessed by kittens and cats now, so I'm about to break speed records of typing. I will definitely bring this with me to the Long Beach meetup. The real question now is what switches do I put in it, because I have all black U4Ts that I originally had planned on, but I also have Oil King switches now. So I don't know if anyone has like recommendations for like linear versus tactile and brass, because my only brass plates are like, I think the Squid 60, and that had Zycos in it and it destroyed my fingers. So I don't know if like linears with brass is like a thing or not. But I'll be building this board on Monday. I like tactile on my Styrka. Okay, so then I'll probably use the U4Ts then. Because I've been saving them for this board. Horseless switches. I'll have to take a look at what those ones are. Oh, this board is heavy! Yeah, this turned out great. So this keyboard was my Disneyland Pass board. Because my Disneyland Pass got canceled because of COVID. So then I bought this keyboard because I had the money and it looks sick. Alright. But I'm gonna have to find a case for this. I think maybe my Iwani, the Thought Keys case might fit it. Because it fits. Welcome to the BA keeps designing 3 people. Yeah, well, the Squid 60 is also another one that, like, that board is so freaking heavy. It's like surprisingly heavy when you pick it up. Alright. Alright, so that was the unboxing for the true Cube stream watchers. Alright, we're gonna get back to our usual, which is PCBs. They disappeared. I'm really surprised though, Winnie doesn't normally sit next to my keyboards. She hasn't done it for a long time actually. But she likes that board. She has good taste. Alright, let's do some PCBs! Oh, also today, hopefully you can lick it, just wipe it after, you know, safeties. Okay, so, if Galumbo licks it, then this is too much. No Rona on Styrka. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, something else I was gonna say. I officially can now like very openly talk about. I resigned from my job today. And I am gonna be starting a new position next month. So it's real. He sent you a gift? What's the gift? He lies. Galumba's getting crazy up in here. Okay, column 12 is our up and down keys. There should be 1, 2, 3 switches on that one. Yeah, 3. Yeah. And then 13 starts here. How many licks can you collect? Yeah, that would be so nasty. That gif is so creepy. Is that gonna be a new keyboard thing? You can acquire licks at meetups? Alright. Let me do this. Okay. Okay, yeah, so these ones are like our last columns. So basically we're just labeling all the rows and columns for these. Pull out another tab. Balloon book of creepy smile. Yeah. So creepy. Okay, so our next step is gonna be adding the rows and columns for our other options. Oh, whoops. Thank you. So yeah, one of the things that why I like doing this before ordering the PCBs is because it can help you catch issues with your PCB when writing the firmware, because I've definitely found that. Okay, so this one, so these are all row 3, and then the different size options we're gonna have to add the so this one is a 1.5. Oh, hey Bert, how's it going? Galumbo's harassing you. Oh, it didn't like PMS. I think maybe it thought, I don't know, auto-mod, there's some weird terms that it don't like. Or things you wouldn't think about. But, I don't know. Okay, so this one is gonna be... Moving forward, my Twitch chat will be done entirely through blinds reactions. I'm down for it. I'm here for it. So these ones, so this is like our 1.5 key here. So this is gonna be row 3, column 1, and then same thing with this one is row 3, column 1. So in our firmware, these 3 will all just appear as a single thing, but physically, and also for the VS settings, we need to label them where they're at. The other part is, so this switch here, he blocked me. Oh my gosh. This switch here is the same size as the one in this layout option, so we'll just add the same marker. The drama is going down on Discord. You're giving me so much content for Cube Noobs on deck. Okay, so the 3U left space is gonna be column 3. That's this one. And column 6 for the right. And then for 7U, it's gonna be column 5. And then on this side, we column 9, 9, and then these are both 10. So, oh, the other one we gotta do is for the 2U backspace. Is you're designing a BA board or something for yourself? No, this is it's a replacement PCB for the garbage bag or the garbage truck, because I want a split space option. Currently, the garbage truck's PCB comes with just big bar, and I knew before building it I would want split space bar, so I decided to just do it myself and see what happens. Let me double check because I don't know if we did a 2U backspace. Maybe it was something I wanted, but yeah, it was designed by Trashman, Evan. Oh yeah, I never added a 2U. I think it's fine because I don't think I would use the 2U anyways. We'll just leave it for now, and if I do find that I want it, I'll add it in. Reveal. So that's the thing is like so there is a Gorthage truck PCB. It's like an ortho version. And that one has split space bar. So like this is the original one. And then the Gorthage truck has, that's this one, the ortho. So it has a dual 3U, but I didn't want ortho, I just wanted staggered plus space bar, like split space bars. And actually the person who made this one gave me the files. So I could just like double check stuff. Ooh, thank you for following Victus Live. Yeah, the 10U is pretty cool, like I think it's always fun to like experiment with stuff like this, so so yeah, but so mine will just be it's just the PCB and plate for the split. I know. Username sus. Oh, I was gonna ask you because I didn't see a Victus Instagram. Were you just like you're just gonna stick with your personal one, or is there gonna be like a separate one? Because I didn't know who to tag in my Instagram thing. My first set of keys was with a 10U spacebar was DCS Reaper. Oh, nice! Yeah, Reaper that was a good set. I think I was like broke at the time because it ran fairly recently. But I might try to pick up extras later on. Hello, Lacking Kraken. I miss DCS Reaper. Yeah, for sure I wouldn't buy extras. I use my username one as it is only keywords in. Oh, okay, that works. Alright, let's oh look! You joined my Discord. Nice. Let me pull up our QMK now. So I'll show you how this relates, but let me pull up the docs. Actually, I'm very lazy. Let's just look at another PCB. HP also owns Victus now. Oh, is that HP like the computer company? So I'm just gonna pull in like the different features that I need. And I'm just gonna copy paste from feature disable option. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna copy paste from another board that I know for sure works because I wrote this one. Okay, so our matrix size for our board, there's a total of 4 rows and 16 columns total since we start at 0 and end at 15. So we're gonna change the size to 4 and then 16. The vendor ID, I think I set it at I'm gonna have to double check. Hold on. I can look it up on my GitHub. I created a vendor ID for myself. So your vendor ID is gonna be the same for like any of the boards that are like within a certain like vendor, quote unquote, will have the same ID. So like Canon Keys, for example, has like a specific vendor ID they use for all of their keyboards. Oh, okay, it's a new line of products. Interesting. Which one is one of my... Oh, here, overhaul. I have so many PRs I need to submit, I just keep forgetting. Okay, so like for KeyMnu, I created a like a ID for myself. I just basically searched to make sure no other boards are using it. But basically the combination of the vendor ID and the product ID is how like your keyboard is recognized by the computer, and also how VIA recognizes it. So let's see. Okay, so yeah, I used for mine I did 073 or 373. Kicked from the Discord block. We'll just call this product number 3, I think. And manufacturer will be me. Product is gonna be the garbage bag. Yeah, that sucks that it's like a trademark or whatever. You so wait, she never sues you. I mean, the spelling is different, right? Like, it's a K versus a C. Hopefully they don't make a keyboard, right? That's the... Okay, so our next step. So we've defined our vendor ID, our product ID. Version is just 1. Then we need to define what the rows and columns are for our PCB. So we'll just copy this. So this is our row. Basically, you define this matrix row pins and matrix column pins, and you tell it like which pins match to what. So if we look at our schematic, this is gonna match up here to our the things we've defined here. So our column 0 is gonna be F4. So if you look at like here, it says like PFO, PF1, PF4. Just ignore the P in this section and just go with this part. I think technically you might be able to add that, but I don't know. My old robotics team mascot was a robot Yoshi called Roboshi. Oh, someone had that bright idea to add it on a sponsor. Oh no! I technically would have grounds for a lawsuit given the names are similar. Yeah, it's gonna, and it would be dragged out and like a lot of headache, like to try and fight them in court. So is it worth it? I don't know. Okay, so for our row columns, our row pins, our first one is B0. B1, row 1 is then F1. Row 2 is B7. Row 3 is B5. And then row 4 is hidden from my vision. Oh no, that's it. There's only 4 rows. So since we start at 0, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have to sit here and hope that, yeah. I feel like they would leave you alone since it's pretty small. Like, our community's relatively small in the scheme of things. Dang, my allergies. Ugh. The worst. Dang. I could never wrap my monkey brain's lacerating neurons on programming. Honestly, that's me every day. I'm like, what is happening? I'm confused. Okay, so our column pins now, we're gonna put those in. So it's F4, F5, F6, and then F7. Column 4 is here. So then B7, B6, B6, B7, B5, B4. Oh, what the heck? Hello, Lightning Keyboards. What's up? Oh yeah, let me go see if I can get him. Today we're doing PCB stuff, and my allergies are popping, so I don't have face cam, but I can set up my thing real fast and grab him. He's so cute. So we had like a little tragedy at my house. One of the stray cats from my backyard that we'd been feeding, she like gave birth and we didn't even know it because she didn't like get big or anything. But unfortunately she got unalived by a coyote. And and then we found the baby. So I got it. He showed up on my camera, like my doorbell camera. But so yeah, it was on my birthday too. That was the part. It was a stressful birthday this year. Nature is metal. It was a huge coyote though. But yeah, it was sad, but we were able to take him in. Luckily, I've been like watching, I don't know if you've ever seen the kitten lady on Instagram. I have been following her for like years, and so I knew what to do in case of a kitten, but yeah, we've been bottle feeding him for the last couple weeks. Let me go see if he's awake. Got him. Alright, let's pull up this. Okay. So here's baby. We don't have a name, like an official name for him. Oh, thank you for following, Chill Game. My mom has been calling him Junior. Are you tiny? But yeah, he's just a little guy. Say hi, everybody. He's gonna try and suck on this freaking blanket. But yeah, he's real little. He's about almost 3 weeks old. Yeah, but he's actually started really walking pretty good this week. Not so much walking, but like standing up. He's gotten pretty good at that. And his ears are starting to open up. Are you crying? Come here, baby. Come say hi. Say thank you for the raid, Lightning. Also, shout out happy Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. If you don't know, I am part of the Pacific Islander part of the look at you. Are you baby? But yeah, on Monday I'll be doing a charity stream to raise scholarships for a Pacific Islander nonprofit. So I'll be doing like a 12-hour stream. on Monday to celebrate, because I feel like I don't have a lot of influence in the world, but at least I can attempt to raise some money, you know? Give it to the children's. Support the cakey, you know what I mean? And also, I feel like, just Pacific Islander representation specifically on Twitch, there's not a whole lot of us. And especially within the keyboard community, I found one other Pacific Islander, which was my goal this year. Aww. Wondering why everyone is so excited about application programming interfaces, right? I use APIs at work, but so yeah. Yeah, no, I also agree with you. It ends up becoming, I mean, as much as like we appreciate the representation, it ends up becoming East Asian Heritage Month, you know what I mean? It's funny because Twitch's own page, they talk about supporting Asian Pacific Islanders, and then halfway through the page they just forget about Pacific Islanders and it's all Asian creators, and they're like, follow Asian people. I'm like, what the heck? So there's room to grow, you know. But so yeah, I'll be trying to raise $1,000 on Monday, and just hanging out with chat. And oh, I'll be building a keyboard I just got in, the Styrka. I showed it off earlier. It's so pretty. It's so cute. But yeah, should I do another little sneaky peeky of the keyboard? Also, hello Mixie Store, thanks for following. And Nachos with Barbecue. That's a good name. Alright, let me go grab the keyboard and I'll put this little guy back because he needs to sleep and grow. Come on. Come on. Hey, what's up, Tanya? Void Dave Diego says I'm salty. I guess it depends what kind of nachos you're making, you know? Over-seasoned nachos. Hi, Peaches. How's it going? Oh, I had to put Kitty back. He's been out for a couple times to say hi. But, you know, he's baby. He has to sleep. They say my barbecue is salty. Oh, no. D-Dave asks, is there anything we could do for stronger Pacific Islander representation? I mean, I think that it's... I don't know. I have varying feelings, right? Because if you ask most people about Pacific Islanders, they just think of, like, The Rock and maybe some football players. Which, in media, right, like, a lot of Pacific Islanders are valued for their physical strength, and it's not even all Pacific Islanders, that's Polynesian specifically. So which that's me. I'm half Samoan, so and Moana, yeah. But let's be real, Moana was created so that they could show their freaking new resort in Hawaii. Also, this board is so freaking heavy. But yeah, so like Pacific Islands are Polynesia, which includes like Tonga, Samoa, Hawaii, Easter Island or Rapa Nui. You've probably seen the moai, the like Easter Island statues. So that's Polynesia. There's also Melanesia, which includes like Palau. It'd be like Papua New Guinea, I think. Fiji, and then there's Micronesia. So actually I think Palau is part of Micronesia. Yeah, Maori are also like from New Zealand. They're part of Polynesians. So yeah, I mean, like, there's not a ton of us, but I don't think being grouped in with Asian Americans is necessarily the most helpful, especially in terms of like tracking different concerns. And even within the Asian community, right, like the concerns of like East Asians are different than South Asians or even Southeast Asians, like so it's an interesting situation. You also feel that Twitch didn't push the right people? Honestly, I don't really. I think it's good to promote people. I wouldn't say like they didn't promote the right people, but it's definitely been dominated by Asian streamers, because I don't think there are a ton of Pacific Islander streamers out there. I mean, there are some. I know the one guy that is really popular, the one he makes like the he's in New Zealand. He makes those like sculptures. Those are really cool. But there's just not a ton of streamers that are visible, you know what I mean? So this is the Stirka, and also the Anno baby is sick. But yeah, on Monday I'll be doing a Pacific Islander specific stream. So I'll be talking more about it then. Yeah, that guy, he's awesome. So the Stirka, this board is freaking heavy. But this Anno though is real good. This color is like... Also, Winnie blessed this keyboard. She came and sat next to it, which she doesn't usually do. Yeah, so the reason I got this keyboard is because, number one, I really like the design, but secondly, my Disneyland pass got canceled. My Disneyland pass got canceled because of the pandemic, and so I had the money for it. Like, it was almost the exact same amount. But this board is huge though. Like, so this is the Smolka, which is like the baby version. The Smolka is almost the same size as a 60% keyboard. This thing is like pretty big. You ballin'. Well, you know, we're trying out here nachos with barbecue. Oh yeah, thank you, Peaches. Yeah, I just got a new job. I officially like resigned everything today with my old job. But nachos, we're really balling now because my new position, they're giving me so much more money. I'm like, hey, yeah. I'm excited. It's basically like, it's very similar to the work that I've currently been doing, but just for a different company. And they're local, which is nice, but it's fully remote, so I don't have to go into the office. And something I like too is they required everyone to be vaccinated, even though we don't have to go in. Because if we do want to go in, we can just roll up. So I'm excited. Also, I get a free pair of shoes as part of the welcome package. Yeah, I've been working in the fashion industry, but doing like web development. So I program, but it's for like e-commerce, stuff like that. If I tell you Exosquid, then you'll know where I work. So it's a shoe manufacturer. I'll let you think about it. You can try and figure out. I mean, I'm not gonna say it. But nachos is good. That's all I gotta say. Nachos got CSI skills. Alright, so let's finish this up. So we were on B5, that's column 7. And then 8 was B4, 9 was D7, 10 D6, 11 D4, D5. Okay, D5 is where we need to start here. Exo Squid. The new pay is definitely. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. So this, but that's why the Styrka came at the perfect time, because it's kicking off my year of bouginess. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so today we're writing the firmware for a PCB that I designed. Lately I've been getting really into like PCB design and designing my own keyboards instead of just consuming them. So this is the PCB. It's a replacement PCB for the garbage truck designed by Evan, Trashman. So I'm calling it the garbage bag. And then my friend drew, I commissioned her to do some artwork for it. So some cute little raccoons. Oh, thank you, Exo Squid. Yeah, I'm really excited just to like do something different. I've been at my current company almost 5 years now. Just like trying to switch things up, you know. So yeah, so this is what we're writing the firmware for. I like to write the firmware before I order the PCBs because I've definitely caught issues while writing the firmware. Like, wait, this isn't gonna work. So 10, 11, 12 is E3, 13, oops, should be the trash panda. Alright. Oh, here we go. So 10, 11, 12, 13 is B3. So after the number 9, it switches to using letters. So like 10 is A, and then 11 is B, and well, I'll show you why it's like that in a second. So this is kind of like the most basic part of like the QMK firmware that you need in your config file. So we're defining our vendor ID, our product ID, the size of our switch matrix, and then our pin. This PCB also has RGB LED. So like this is our USB port, our ESD protection, reset button. These are our LEDs. So each one of these squares represents like an LED. I think for this one, so the LEDs on this board are like indicator lights. So this is what the garbage truck normally looks like. Looks like this. So there's underneath the rotary encoder, there's 3 lights here. So on the PCB, I set it up as RGB LEDs, which they behave differently in QMK than like your standard just like single color LED. So rather than like, oh, thank you for following Code Coffee Code, what's up? So rather than like a single LED like representing being represented in the firmware level, so rather than them being defined like within the firmware here, like each one is set on its one pin, I basically RGB LEDs are like chained together, so they operate, or they're powered like within by like chaining them to each other. So something you can do is called Rgb Matrix, where similar to how like we have a switch matrix, like this, that has like rows and columns and positions. Like, you know, in like Battleship, you'll have like F3 and then it'll be like here or whatever. Or it's almost like an X or Y you could think of too. How's Adam treating you these days? It's okay. It doesn't have the most like features, but I like its search capability. Adam's like search is really good. And I just got used to it, but I kind of switched between Atom and VS Code. But yeah, so for our switch matrix looks like this. Our LED matrix, we can also like kind of virtually create a matrix using the Rgb matrix setting. I don't think we'll do that today, just because I want to focus on the layouts, but this is pretty much what we need to get things working in the config file. So, excuse me. My allergies are really bad today, which is why we have the Winnie cam instead of my usual face cam. So yeah. But yeah, let's, thank you. Let's add some rules. So, I'm just gonna copy paste this from the Titan. So in our rules.mk file is where we define like what microcontroller we're using. No NKR. Oh, okay. I don't really need it for this instance, but you could enable it if you wanted to here. But yeah, so this one, there's no backlight on this board, but there will be RGB light. I think this is different now. I think it might be just light, but I have to look that up. But yeah, what else do I need? I guess we'll just work on the layouts. So let me create a new file, and it's gonna be called garbage-bag.h. And we'll also create a garbage-bag.c file. So the C file just is where you would like add like board level like configurations for like what is it called? Like for like OLEDs or like different functionality, like rotary encoder stuff. You could add it in this file. It's basically like code that would be applied to every key map. You would put in the .c file or the .h file, or no, in the .c file. The .h file is the one that controls like our different layouts. And oh, I need to move these in here. So we'll start with the default layout, I think, and I'm just gonna grab this license stuff. They usually want you to include the license on every file, except for I think like rules.mk is like one exception. And then here we'll put our layout config. So where was that? I'm just gonna pull the beginning part from a different board because I'm lazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab this one. Okay, so this one is the Pragma ones. I don't know why you need this, but it's something to do with C. And then here we're defining like, I don't know if you can see these like underscores here. It's basically like we're defining a variable of these 3 underscores is the same as this. So this is the same as that if we were to put KC_no. So it's saying that there's no like switch or whatever. And you can see here is where we're defining like what are our layouts for our keyboard and then how are they connected to our switch matrix. So if we go back to our VIA file that we were working on earlier, boo C macros, right? So if we look back here, this is like our layout for our board. So these numbers represent the row and then the column that they're a part of, which is 0, 0, 0, 1, and so on. So we're gonna recreate this here. So like you can ignore the K's, but basically it's like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Those correspond to these here. And on this top half, this is defining like your physical matrix and how it's in order, like by row, electrically. And then this one is just telling it like which switch matrix positions are we using here. So it's gonna make more sense as we create our own, but yeah, just know this. So I'm just gonna copy paste this stuff. I also don't think you need the these end slashes anymore. We'll find out when we compile. Okay, so oh, you do these? Okay, yeah, I'm not like a C person, so that's good to know. Okay, so we're gonna do a layout default, and then let me just add a bunch of lines so we can move up the page a little bit. So here we're gonna put our layout. So it's pretty much the same thing as this, except there's a couple more letters on ours. So because we go up to 15. So on our config.h, you can remember that we added like our column pins and our row pins. So ours is gonna go up to the letter F. So this represents column 15. So I'm just gonna add those. And you can kind of space these to help you like visualize what's going on. So like it's probably closer to like this for our board. I just like C and C++, so my husband's an expert and will shout random tidbits. Oh, that's cute. That's awesome. Yeah, I've definitely just had to like figure out C stuff by myself. Like just try to like figure out what's going on. Just because for work I do like front-end dev, so this is like not something I deal with every day. Okay, so this one on this particular row, the second row, we don't have a number 12 in our thing, so we're gonna remove, that would be which one? So this will be 10, 11, 12, so we can remove this one. We'll do... Oh wait, I'm done. Oh wait, how does that work? Oh, I think I indented too early. Okay, that works. A1F. Okay, and then our next one. It's been so many years since I did C. Yeah, in college, well, we didn't do, cause since I was doing like front end, we didn't do, like I did Java, but other than Java, I didn't learn like any C stuff. Front end, I did that for a bit before I ran back to services. Oh yeah, TypeScript is so cool. Yeah, I agree with you. Because well, I recently accepted a position at a new place, but at my current job, they don't use like TypeScript or any like front-end framework, which is part of the reason I was looking for another job. But I've been like learning TypeScript on my own, and I'm like, this is what's been missing from my life. Hey, what's up, Static? How's it going? We're just working on firmware for the garbage bag today. So I'm gonna copy this one. Okay, so then the bottom row is a little different. So we can look at here. So that it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 6. So we're gonna have to skip a couple of positions. So it'll be 6. And then, 3. Basically, like, why I switched some of the positions in the matrix is because it was easier to wire up this switch to this column, and same thing here. If I had done 3, 4 for this one, I would have to like route this trace down. So the physical like configuration is important. I feel like the next project should be a ripoff of the garbage truck case called the recycle truck. You know me, I love recycling things. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so 8, 9, and then 10. 11 will be the first arrow key. 12. Okay. Actually, I don't think I need the indent. I always wonder how the skip positions are chosen. Yeah, it's very much depends on, like, you could use those other ones, but if we look at like, so this is like our switch matrix. So I could have put it here, but if we look at like our physical representation of the PCB, you can see here like the actual footprint for that switch sits right here. And the fourth column, well, in this case it works, but for like switch 6, which I think it's over here, I would have had to route it like this way across and back down. So it ended up just being easier to route it through this one, because then also there's another switch option here for like the 7U space. And so I was able to tap into column 5 here, and then I can route column 6 here. So this usually happens with like the bottom row a lot of times, just because the physical layout, since it's not usually 1U keycaps or switch, yeah, not usually 1U keycaps, the spacing changes quite a bit. And so what I'll usually do is like I'll lay out all of the footprints like physically where they should go, and then from there I'll decide, okay, what's the easiest route for me to get my column traces down to those positions, and then I'll go back to my schematic and I'll make changes to adjust for that. So and this was something I kind of had to learn, because you know, normally I would want to try and make it look nice and clean right on the schematic and be like, okay, this is going to be here, this is going to be here, and then shift them all over. But it ends up, it makes more sense from like a physical layout to make some adjustments, even though from the code side, it would make more sense to my code brain to do it one way. So this is a board that, this is a PCB that I'm going to get manufactured, that I designed. So this PCB is meant to be a replacement PCB for a keyboard that I bought. The board's called the Garbage Truck. Let me see. So this is the keyboard. It's designed by Evan, the trash man. He did like Minivan and a whole bunch of other 40%. So my main issue with this board is just the fact that it doesn't have split spacebar on the PCB, like the original PCB, which is something I definitely want. And so I'm extra and was like, I'll just make my own PCB. Because you can get a ton of information. Like PCBs are a little bit easier to like, if you have like a plate file, you can pretty much recreate the PCB for most boards, depending on how they're constructed. So I was like, oh, I thought it would be a fun like challenge to try and do it myself. And then I've been streaming the process of like creating the PCB from scratch. So we went through the whole like creating the schematic, laying out our footprints, wiring all the traces, adding our components, and even like setting up our order to like choose which components that'll be used in assembly. So we're just at the part now where I typically like to write the QMK firmware first before I manufacture the PCB, just because you can catch like weird issues when you write the firmware, because sometimes like you might think a switch is here, but then you look at the PCB and you're like, oh crap, there's like there's like something missing, or I routed this the wrong way. So I'm gonna be honest, lurking in a couple of PCB design streams made this concept seem a lot more approachable to me. Yeah, I was really inspired by I don't know if you know Gondolindrum. He's done a ton of PCBs in the keyboard community, and I would like lurk on his stream and like kind of see what's going on. Because if you look at this, right, it looks scary. It looks super scary. But yeah, I would watch his streams and I was like, wow, this is really cool. And I have a good friend, Trade Splatter, who he's been teaching me how to design my own PCBs. Because the firmware side of it I'd written before for like other people's boards. So I kind of knew what was going on, but like learning the whole electrical side of things has been super interesting. But yeah, if you ever have questions, I have a Discord and we have a PCB Weebs channel in there that we like to post stuff. So if you ever have questions, feel free to ask, because there's a lot of smarties in my Discord. I'm not that smart, but they're smart. Luckily going through hole allowed me to sidestep that. Bruh, I love through hole builds. They are my favorites. Yeah, no, I love through hole kits. Yeah, and especially being able to use like a drop-in controller, like a Pro Micro or Elite C. It makes things a lot easier, especially for designing PCBs, because when you get the PCB made, you don't have to have them assemble anything, so the cost is going to be a lot lower. And basically all you have to do is just connect your matrix to the controller, and that's it. So I actually did like a macro pad in the and I did it all by myself, and I was so proud. But yeah, doing that compared to like having the onboard components is like so much easier, and I think it's a good way to kind of like learn how to use KiCad and stuff. And there's also a lot of great resources online, like AIO3 has like a really good tutorial on like how to do keyboard PCBs, so it's pretty awesome. Finally decided to take a step to upgrade my handwire design. Oh nice, that's awesome. I haven't been brave enough to do handwired yet. I've been thinking about it, but yeah, I haven't been brave enough. Like I just, wires generally just kind of scare me, especially like cables and stuff. But I think one day I'll try it. I would definitely be interested in doing that. Okay, so what we got? So we have 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. Okay, and then 13. So the rest is just regular. K, 3D, K. Oops. I switched keyboards and I forgot which key is on what. I think I was just dumb enough to jump right into it. No, I'm the same way. Like I I feel like I see something and I'm like, I could probably do that. But when I probably shouldn't just jump right in. That's honestly how, like, when I first started in the keyboard hobby, like, I like saw, well, the first boards that I saw were like the Iris was a big one at the time, the split keyboards, and I saw those and I was like, oh, this is cool, like I bet I could do that. And then I got way in over my head and I had to like try and figure out how to do pro micros and how to flash firmware and all sorts of stuff, so it ended up being kind of a mess, but it worked out. Okay, so at this point we have all of our keys like in our matrix here, so the next part is we just have to define about how you were when you decided. Nice. Yeah, I mean, some people learn well that way, you know. It worked out for me. I do enjoy the researching process a lot, which I think it helps a lot. Okay, so our next step is to, this part of like the grid is where you would like define which switch like rows and columns we use in this part. So this part represents the physical layout of like where our grid like sits. So like say I had, and you can see like we skipped a couple positions here, so we didn't use like 3, 4 or 3, 5. And this part is where you define like all of the ones that you used and which ones you didn't. So well, for the first row we used all of them, but the second row we didn't use K1C. So here we're gonna just put the 3 underscores, and then continue on. Okay, I can actually get rid of this now. But yeah, I never feel embarrassed to look at other people's code. Oh, you know what? I do want it because I want to just copy paste because I'm lazy. Don't forget to use points. Oh yeah, so we also have a community challenge running. So if you donate channel points to that, I'm gonna do like a subathon style stream in June. Or yeah, it would be June. And that would just be, I think I'm gonna turn it into like a charity. So rather than the money going to me, it would go to charity. But I'll go for however long the community decides, I guess. But yeah, we're calling it the Don't Know Business-a-thon, because apparently I don't know business, according to someone on Twitch. Which I don't disagree with them. Okay, so, and then for the bottom row, we didn't use, we did use 3, 1, but we didn't use 4, or 5, or 7, and we used the rest of them, so. Alright. And then for the last one in the, just make sure there's no like trailing comma at the end. Okay, so this looks good. Oops, I deleted something. Oh, so this is our default layout. And this is also how our key map knows like which switch is set up to which key code. So if we go to like our key map, this is just the default that QMK gives you, so we can get rid of this. But basically what you do is you match the name of this here to the one that you define in our .h file. So this one's gonna be just layout default. And then from here, this is where we can define our keyboard key codes. So we can do like A, B, C, whatever it is. Does this have a default layout? Usually, it's like mini vanish, right? We'll figure it out. So QMK has a list of key codes. Oh, here. Full list. So these are like the codes you use to define like what you want each key to be. So it's usually prefaced KC underscore and then a certain letter or whatever. So on here, we're just gonna do escape. I guess what should let me look at the garbage truck so I can reference it. Oh, here you go. Here's someone's picture. So this is where we're gonna start defining these codes. But yeah, what are you all up to tonight? I feel like it's been a minute since I streamed on a Thursday. Trying to find a new place to have the meetup. Oh yeah, that's right. Hopefully you'll find something good. You said it was gonna be like kind of a small meetup though, right? And hopefully not too big. What is backspace? I forgot. Okay, backspace is KC BSPC. 15-ish? Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, you can... Is that a size you could go to, like, a restaurant, though? Yeah, yeah, I feel it. Yeah, it'd be hard to get, like, a table. Okay, so this is our main, like, keys, I guess. It'd be, like, our QWERTY row. And then we need to add for the numpad, because the garbage truck has a numpad, which is cute. I guess I'll just do 1 through whatever. I think I'm going to my first meetup this weekend. Oh, nice! That's exciting. I actually got, I booked a hotel for the Cannon Keys meetup. Since there's no charge for cancellation. So I'm hoping to go to that one, provided, like, COVID is not getting too crazy, and also to convince my brother to go with me because he's on the East Coast. The Cannon Keys one is August 20th. And there's the hotel is like the Omni Hotel or something. Yeah, Omni Hotel. This one. So the meetup's gonna be here. It's in Providence, Rhode Island, which I feel like I went to Rhode Island when I was like a little kid, but I don't remember anything about it. Okay, I need the semicolon. And then we need an enter key, I think. Yep. Wait, numpads go the opposite direction. So this would be 7, 8, 9. And then this would be 6, 4, 5, 6. Any reason you're free typing and not just copy pasting? So for this particular board, it has kind of a not like a non-standard layout, so it's a little bit faster for me to just do it this way. But yeah, if it were like a more like standard layout, I definitely would copy paste. Because, you know, we're trying to save some time. And it's a 40%, so it's pretty small. So it's not too big of a effort for me, which is good. And now I'm slow to reply to the question, but it also because I'm organizing case screws into new storage. Oh, nice. Yeah, I need to... Something I'm looking forward to is having a little bit of time off before I start my new job, so I'm gonna like do some organizations. I'm actually tempted to kind of like move the layout of my room completely around to what it kind of used to be. Okay, we need the what are these keys called? Is it like bracket? Oh yeah, left bracket. No, not bracket. I want... comma. KC, and then the right one is KC dot. And then right shift. Do you want it to be right shift or do you want it to be... yeah, let's do right. Do we want it to be right shift? No, this is my layout. I can choose what I want. Okay, let's do... Sorry, I'm like thinking a million things at the same time. I guess people normally put function key there. Oh, question mark. Okay. Oh, okay. So it would be... oh, it looks like there's an extra key though. So there is a right shift in addition to the question, not slash, but actually. Oh, okay. So you had like one on each of them. I'm looking at this picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I would do the combined one. I'll just do shift for like readability, but it's something we could customize later. And this board will have VIA, so like it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we'll do slash, or I guess it's, and then we'll do right shift. I wonder if I should. No, I feel lazy for that. Kind of want to like move this over a little bit. And then move this over a little bit. Because we'll need a KC up here. And then... because the arrow keys start on this row. And then... I'm also wondering too, like... so the rotary encoder does count as a switch. Because you can press it down and it'll work as a button. So I think we need to add that too. It would sit like somewhere here, I think, or here. I think it's here, actually. We'll come back to that. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think... this is why it's like... that's why I kind of like this a lot, like doing this before getting the PCB made, because I catch like weird scenarios. Okay, we need control. Left, alt, left, shift, left. Oh, here you go. Left control. What are you up to, Static? I feel like... I mean, I talked to you, but I feel like it's been a minute. Okay, I'm just gonna put this as like the GUI function key. And then we'll do left alt. And then the default layout, it looks like this. So it'll have two space bars. I like to put the like the move layer key here. And then the right we can map to whatever I'm just gonna do the basic like singing stuff. So this will be left space. No, that's not how that works. Like, no, you're making stuff up. No, this one I want to be move layer, so I'm gonna do move or momentary 1, and then we'll do the space. I wonder if I should make this look nicer. And then yeah, we'll have the right alt key. Does anybody use right alt? I'm curious what your bottom rows look like, or do you change them, like map them differently? Because typically I don't use anything right to the space, right at the space bar. Then we can put our left down. Ooh, your Smolka showed up? Nice! Honestly, Smolka is one of my favorite keyboards now. It's so cute. What I do want to do though is because the coating, it's not really coated brass, so I think I'm gonna like try cleaning it and then putting like a wax on it to seal it. Actually, maybe we'll do this. I'm just gonna do like this so that I have more space. Oh. Okay, that works out. And then we have on the right side of the numpad, we have the 0. And then it looks like a punctuation? Like a dot? Is there like a special numpad one? Dang, I can hear them like making hamburgers in the other room. I'm like, dang. What should we map the what should we map this key to? This one here. I don't usually use numpads, so I don't really know like what people like. I want to see what they do on the Gorthosh truck. Would it just be another like dot? Or like period? So that would be... There's this one, KC dot. Oh, here, keypad dot and delete p dot. Let's try that. Is there a difference between... Oh, I'm just realizing these key codes are different. There's keypad enter, keypad 1 and end, keypad 2 and down arrow. How do these work? Is it like... I don't want to know what this is. Okay, I'm gonna put the keypad dot so I don't forget about it. I need to do research. What is it? Oh, KCP dot. They're bound to active. Oh! Okay. So do you think that's something we should change on this one? Wow, I'm learning so many things. That looks ugly. Oh my gosh, that's genius actually. So then like when you don't use when you have numlock off, then you could have like an additional arrow pad thing. It's all making sense now. Wait, okay, because I didn't know why like keycaps had like this on it. I didn't know why it had like these arrows and these like sub legends on it. This all makes sense now. Because then you can wait. That's genius. And it has a numlock indicator, so yeah, literally. I'm like, what? Okay, so then wow, that's really smart. Okay, let's change these then to use that because that's freaking cool. And then we can change something to like, we'll add numlock somewhere. That's sick. Yeah, I've never had a board with a numpad on it before, so this is all new to me. Yeah, right. The other part too is that it has the arrow cluster too, so like you don't really need it, but that's the power move. I think I'm just gonna leave it how it was. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I was interested in this particular board, was because it has like stuff you don't normally see on 40s, like a numpad and like an arrow cluster. Oops. So I'm just gonna add another layer here. I don't know what I want on this layer though. Oh, we should put numrow. So maybe we'll do tilde. Dude, they're making hamburgers in the kitchen right now, and I'm like, it's making me really hungry. Oh, hey, Winbree. Yeah, so we're working on some QMK stuff today. This is for the PCB that we've been designing on stream. So I wanted to work on the firmware before getting into the before like submitting the files for like to get made. Manufactured. I was like, my brain is thinking hamburger right now. Because I can smell it, it smells so good. I'm turned into that dude in like Popeye. It's like, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. And like he's like floating because he smells the hamburger smell. Where do you put your function keys? Not gonna lie, I usually put... Honestly, I don't use function keys actually. Most of my boards don't have like a physical function key button, but also I just tend not to use the function keys. I get away with like with not using them. I probably should though, so I can be fancy. How do I step through? I don't know, I use my powers, okay? Lots of clicking. I'm very lazy to like figure stuff out, so I just make it work. Ooh, you know me. Alright, so let's put our numrow. You gotta show me the powers. Don't use debugger. You gotta get all those console logs, baby. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, how many keys are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so then this would be the plus and the dash. Casey and Min. Oh, hey, Thuck Thumbs, what's up? We're working on QMK today. Print debugging is the worst. Like, seriously, it's the worst. I haven't. Honestly, I'm kind of the same one, Brie. Like, I don't feel super confident using it, but I have used it. Especially, like, for, like, like, what is it called? Like, setting, breaks, like, in the code. Use only one thread, smart. Yeah. Well, I think too, because I work in like the e-commerce space, it's a little bit different because, and especially like their code base is kind of old and crusty, so like they're not dealing with like multi-threading at this point. It's more for them, and a lot of this stuff is like server render, so we don't have like a front-end framework at my current company, but I'm bouncing soon, so Hey, Thuck Thumbs, you know, I gotta make that money, okay? I'm not smart enough for freaking Fang manga companies. Honestly, I really like it. I like user experience related stuff. That's what I've been doing. So I'm excited to be moving to a different company now, and dump all the work on the server. Yeah. We gotta. Yeah, that's why. I mean, it's intimidating, and actually, like the work, like the whole interview process that I've been going through is so different from like when I got my first job. It's crazy. I was like, the amount they expect from front end devs now is like pretty wild. Whereas like even 5 years ago, they're like, you know, HTML and CSS, you're in, baby. Like now they're freaking making me do leak codes. I'm like, I don't even use this. Like, why am I doing this? And also like the interviewers were super like condescending, like some of them, and just like really stressed me out for like the last few months. So that's why I kind of like calmed down on like streaming to only once a week, because I was like, I cannot do my job, the job of trying to find a job and interviewing and studying to be good at the interview, and then also streaming. Like something has to give. So that's why I kind of calmed down a little bit on streaming. Okay, I totally forgot what the code is for like nothing on the on the key map. I'm totally blanking because this freaking TRNS okay, that's what I need. I can only, my brain is only hamburger right now. Let's finish this and then I'm gonna get my hamburger. I can't think of anything else. I'm floating. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the company that I got hired with, like, they're a pretty large company. And one thing that's interesting too is because like my original job, it's been only online e-commerce, whereas this one they have storefronts. So it's been really interesting, like getting their perspective, because I never even thought about like, you know, how do you translate like a physical experience to match like a web experience. So it's really interesting. If chat's supposed to be babysitting Lisa, because so Winnie was here earlier. She got mad the last stream and was like choosing violence. I also brought out the little crusty baby so you guys could see him. There is a furry baby. There's 2 furry babies. Normally Winnie sits in that camera. Well, actually, I usually have a face cam, but I'm like, my allergies are so bad right now. So Winnie usually comes and sits with me, but she ran away. I can show you a picture of her. She's very grumpy. If you follow, if you're in my Discord, we have like a kitty cat cutie babies channel where I post pictures of my cats a lot. Okay, so this is Winnie. She's my little grumpy baby. Allergy season is bad this year. It's so bad. And I'm looking into like getting the shots or whatever. My sister did that years ago and it worked, so yeah, interviewing is so pain. It's so pain. And I like, it's just so like mentally taxing, and it's very much a full-time job. That's why it's like the worst. Oh yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. So that's Winnie, and then the other baby that we have right now, he's sleeping, but this is the little tiny baby. So he was on stream a little earlier too. He's really cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, it takes 4 to 6 years? Yeah, I knew it was like a long process. Much beauty. So I actually was reading something about, because I feel like allergies seasons have been getting progressively worse, and they say that it's a side effect of global warming, is that the pollen seasons are going to be longer and more intense. Yeah, right? It sucks. So this is the little baby. He's really cute. Let me see. I got pictures of him yesterday, but we've been bottle feeding him. But yeah, he showed up on stream earlier. But look at this little guy. He's so tiny. They only plant male trees in the US because they're cheaper. Oh yeah, I saw something about that too. And it was also like a way to like curb fruit production, right? Or something like that. Look at this baby. So cute. Yeah, so he's on like a 4-hour feeding schedule now, which isn't as bad. Originally it was like every 2 hours or 3. I think it was 2 hours when we first got him. So now we can sleep a little bit more. But literally it's like having a real baby. It's intense. US is just a massive just confirmed. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna copy paste the rest of these as blank, and we can put like a reset button somewhere. Where should I put? Bug. Alright, where should we put the reset button? That's how many switches I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we got 3 for this one. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm dumb. I should just. This one's 15 because the Matrix. Yeah, I think it is true. Okay, and then for our bottom row, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. Hey, what's up, party boy? Whoops. Welcome back. I'm trying to finish this up so I can go eat hamburgers. Alright, and then I'll just put a reset here. But yeah, you definitely want like a physical way to reset your PCB as well as a way in the key map. But yeah, I personally use VIA most, so like this doesn't really, it's like not super relevant that I get these like super dialed in to like how I would use this board, because I can just change it on the fly. But yeah, another thing we should do is create a key map for VIA. So our key maps are found in the key maps folder. To do it, you just create a VIA folder, create a new file, keymap.c, and also a rules.mk file. In the rules.mk, you just do VIA enable equals yes, and LTO enable also set to yes. This basically lets the VIA know that this is the VIA enabled key map, and the LTO has to do with like, it's like with space on the EEPROM or something like that, I think. Ew. So then we'll also copy paste our key map into the VIA key map file, and VIA typically I'll also add like a couple extra layers. I think by default there's 4 layers. And wait, copy paste this. Actually, I'll do this to 1 and then I'll fix the rest. But yeah, you can also change the VIA like file to, or like the settings, so that it'll only have like a certain amount of layers. But I think 4 is definitely the default. How's Atom's performance on Windows? Oh, it's pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it. I don't use this computer for like my work stuff. I use a Mac for that, but yeah, I haven't had any problems. Then I'm just gonna copy this. Alright, so that should be almost everything we need. The main things to change now are the info.json. This handles the how this board would appear in the QMK configurator. And what we do is they have a website called, let's see, and we can actually use this. They have a website called, what is it? KLE to QMK info.json. So what you do is like, so like our KLE, I'll remove some of these keys because we don't need them. So I'll remove these ones and this one just for now. And what you do is you just grab the raw data from the KLE and you copy paste it into this, and it will convert it into the info.json format. And the only part we need is this part, the layout part. So I'm just gonna grab the layout here. Hold on. And we'll replace this part here with that. Okay, and then we'll also change this to match, we'll change this here to match the name that we defined in our .h file. So we have layout default. And that's it, I think. The matrix pins. This all looks new. I've never seen this in the QMK, the info.json. I wish KLE would just get a SSL cert. Yeah, Kaylee is like pretty old and crusty. There's actually some issues too with it, but yeah, it's hard to like to deal with it. We would need to restart from scratch. I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be too bad, but yeah, it's old and crusty. So yeah, this one, I've never seen this before in info JSON. I don't think you have to have this. The ones you do need for sure are the keyboard name and maintainer, and then I think the layout. And that's about it. But to preview your KLE or your QMK info JSON, you can go to the QMK configurator and then do Control-Shift-I. It'll open up the window, and then you can go to your QMK. Erasing via replacements. Yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, we kind of are seeing like different via replacements popping up in different places. So finding like a unified way to like get all of that work combined together would be sick. So, and then this is where you can preview what your QMK, like the info.json will look like. So it looks like it's outputting correctly. It won't show your key codes, but it's more just to check the layout looks good. So we did that. And I think that's all we really need to do. I know there's some things I definitely want to change here in the config file just because I have some LEDs. But do we attempt to compile and see if we break it? We're living on the edge. This is called the Keep New Garbage Bag. See how busted it is. This is the best part of writing QMK. Hey, okay. Feature boot magic is specified. Oh, okay. This is all new. This is pretty cool. So it looks like your config.h settings will override whatever's in info.json and roles.mk. Wondering when the poop will hit the fan with the ACQ. I still use it a lot. If they suddenly say subscription model. Subscription model. Are you talking about like for VIA? Microsoft gets data from the free code people upload, getting GitHub free proves them. Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so there's a duplicate macro parameter, so we'll check that out. Oh, and then I think I have RGB enabled right now. Let me just put no, since we don't have it in the code. And then we'll go back to our garbagebag.h. I think I copy pasted something from here. Okay, try again. Yeah, I like GitHub a lot. It's fun. Oh yeah. Okay. Undeclared here, not in a function. Did you mean? Okay, so yeah, I probably wrote the wrong key code. So that right shift should be this one. This is pretty cool actually, because the the like messaging they're giving now is way more descriptive. Layout default 59 given. Okay, let me try. Yeah, I think Vile is definitely catching on more. Just because it's so much easier to like you can just sideload your JSON file or whatever rather than having it pull in from their stuff. Oh, I wrote it wrong again. Okay, let's try this again. But yeah, especially Vile's support for like rotary encoders is like pretty big. I definitely think it's gonna be the preferred one over VIA if VIA doesn't catch up, because the VIA support for OLEDs rotary encoders is trash. So and that's something the community uses regularly. Feels like I'm missing something. 15. Oh, I think I'm missing one here, maybe. Yeah, their RGB stuff is banned. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 13, 23. Okay. Feels like I'm missing a number. But they're here, not in a function. Oh, I think that's just because it's airing from the other one. I bet you I missed the key somewhere. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it's probably in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I need one more. Oop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay, 13. Okay, let's try again. Evil one, I just prefer to own the stuff I make rather than the community owns it. This is funny. I go solid color. I'm definitely team like rainbow colors all the time. But I don't have a ton of RGB boards, so it's mostly just my my Design 03 that I use with RGB. Oh yeah. Hey, it compiled. Okay. So it looks good. We did it, y'all. We got the codes. So yeah, I think next steps will be we'll need to add the rotary encoder to our stuff. Because there's config for that, and then also adding our LEDs and setting up the Rgb matrix. I think the Rgb matrix is going to be the easiest way to implement indicators. I think I need to think about this again, because since there's like multiple indicators at a time, like there's 3 rather than just 1, I think the matrix will be easier to control. I have a little more RGB than a grown man should admit publicly. The only ones you use are never on a board. What the heck? What are your RGBs? Now I'm curious. Like, you gotta share with us. Okay, so 35. Okay, you need to give me some tips then, because I want to set up something like RGB on my desk so that it like shows the lights like on my stream, but I don't know what would be cool or like what would look good, or how to like set it up in a way that would look good. I don't know. Either way, your girl got a new job. We're gonna get some new monies, so stream about to be popping. So yeah, I think that's all I want to do today, because I'm getting sleepy and also the food is ready. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who is streaming. I love baby streams, so if we can find like a baby stream, that would be fun. The Hedgie streaming. Oh, let me see if there's like the tag. Keyboard. I wish I had a burger waiting for me. You gotta get on it. Let's see, we got Tofu Types is doing a Piggy 60. Hedgie's making a Pegasus prototype. Hove KB, I don't think I know them. It's doing a Satisfaction 75. And Izzy83 is repairing keyboards. That's true. Thank you, Bert. Oh, you know what? I know Mushiki is on too. We could raid Frank. Actually, Frank is the one who's organizing the upcoming SoCal meetup in Long Beach. So I'll be there if you are nearby. Because it's very close to me. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me. It's been fun. I'll be back on Monday streaming. I'll be doing a 12-hour stream for charity, earning money for the National Pacific Islander Education Network. So we're gonna be trying to raise enough money for 2 student scholarships. So if I'll be posting more info in my Discord and on my Instagram tonight. So hopefully I'll catch you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend. I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Good as it is.